Hey, I'm Cronus and welcome back to Chat Time. A little trans drama. I actually just found out about the whole Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson situation. And she's trans on HRT, and that was a big surprise to me. And it was really cool. I'd like to talk about the picture that a lot of people are talking about, you know, her holding her hand out. I can only describe this from my own personal experience, okay? As a kid and a teenager and adult, I seen the world through like a keyhole. And my husk of a body was in the outside of the door and I was behind it. And I was the key and my vision would be scraping past the keyhole. And eventually I got it in there. And the whole world was open up. I could see my skin differently. Everything was different. My body felt different. I seen just glimpses, like I said, seen through the keyhole just over the years. And I can imagine that's probably what happened with Chris as well. And this has been something that's been literally bubbling under the surface for years on that channel. And it's just, they finally got comfortable. For a lot of people, I could probably say it's when either a lot of pressure is applied or you reach a certain level of comfort and you just say, wait a minute. For Chris, I can imagine they were focusing on family, making sure the kid were okay, all that good stuff. And then when they felt comfortable enough and said, hey, wait a minute, that's good, it kind of just clicked. The key went in the keyhole and the door opened. I know how Mr. Beast probably thinks with solving every issue and problem as it comes. But this is not a problem in itself. It's not an issue in itself. The problem is hatred. Can't beat that. Disgust. Can't beat that. And how I found about it actually was Sunny's video, Sunny V2 trash video. Just a bad take, really bad look, really bad look about how could a friend make a personal choice for views, and you know, like, I mean, like, how could they make a personal choice that would affect views and money and all this stuff? How could they do this? Basically, how it came across. So the intention was not, it wasn't great there. Sunny also talked about how trans, LGBTQ, anyone in the LGBT community is a distraction in any project that they're in. This is my thoughts on that. Why? Let's put me in something, okay? Why would I be a distraction? A lot of people have different thoughts about that. Some people say I wouldn't. Some people say all sorts of different things. Here's my thoughts. Go back to 1950, 1960s. A lot of movies back then didn't have a lot of black actors. Then Night of the Living Dead came around. That was one of the first ones I seen of an old movie that had a black main character. Not just in the movie, but a main character. In The Living Dead, Dwayne, I think the actor name was, Dwayne Jones. I think it was Dwayne Jones, if I remember correctly. He was the last one standing. He was the last man standing in a zombie movie. He was pretty much there from the beginning, and then he was the last one standing, and he was the kicker of the story in the end. Do you think people in the movies back then went, it's kind of a distraction? I couldn't stop thinking about that as a main character. Do you think they just went in and said, cool movie? Some people probably did. I bet you loads did. But I bet you a great deal more didn't. Because it was a distraction. And there's a lot of movies nowadays that if you see an entire movie with just white people and you see an entire movie with just black people, people go, whoa, there's so many black people in this movie. But you see a white movie, there's no issues, is there? So the fact that we're a distraction or project, same fucking problem. It's not normal. We're seen with disgust, we're seen with hatred, yada yada yada. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Until it becomes more normal. Basically, what I'm saying is, if anyone wants to hire me for a zombie movie, I'd be pretty good. Mr. Beast has the only issue of hatred and disgust to deal with. How he's gonna get around that? I don't know. I don't think he'll leave his friend behind. That's for damn sure. He's not the kind of person. Person that's curing freaking blindness in people and cleaning up seas and planting trees is not that kind of person. Not by my intuition, anyway. But he was trying to build and is still building an empire to help. He's just trying to help people, which is pretty damn cool. But this is a wheel that might be difficult to keep turning now. At the same speed, is what I mean. But if you can do it, I commend you. Because it would mean a step forward for us. Just people in general. Do for the good. I don't put people into categories as much as other people do. Tribalism is horseshit to me. Extremists are horseshit to me. I judge people who judge people. Good people are the only thing that's on my mind. Bad people, if I get like a bad comment or I get like that, it's just motivation. Constant motivation that I'm not doing enough. There's still more to be done. To show that as much as someone would look at me and think the worst things, I'm not. That's probably what infuriates a lot of people too. They want something to be horrible about someone like us. But sometimes it just isn't. They'll see the extremist shit and they'll just apply that to me. There was one comment, just on my videos. It was a Harry Potter thing. I was doing a Harry Potter playthrough. I realized I don't have as much as nostalgia in that game, so I'm now trying to figure out a different Nostalgia Friday thing. I'm thinking nostalgia hunting, so looking for nostalgia is like a bit that we might do. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still learning the tweaks and the styles of the channel right now. I'm getting there. It's starting to feel pretty good. But there was a comment on one of that. It was like, I made a joke or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, very funny. Favorite person on the internet." I was like, "Cool." I put up a video about trans drama and stuff like that. Comment was removed. What does that show? They see me talking about a topic, and they will attribute it to others who may have talked about a similar topic, but in a very negative, very aggressive way. So far, I have actually only defended people that extremists were going after. So like Benji McBabish and actually the Hogwarts game and my thoughts on it and why you shouldn't just boycott shit. I think it's stupid. But there was even people on Benji McBabish video, why don't you just freaking, what was it? Why don't you just say who you're gonna be against or some bullshit like that. Basically, didn't watch the video at all and just thought I was talking trash about Benji McBabish, which I would never talk trash about the beautiful balls man that makes cookies. He also did a ultimate cookie recipe like soon after I did that video, so I was like, dude, thank you. More cookies for me. Has nothing to do with the related video that I did, but damn, thanks for the cookie recipe, ultra cookie recipe. It's just, people will see me, some people, and immediately attribute to that. So, there's more of us, if you can, come out of the wormwork, baby. Shed that old skin and just feel good about who you are. Because you know what would be the most sad thing? Is if one day you start looking around and everyone looks exactly like you and you don't. And it's just normal. And you've been hiding. A lot of people like us get hurt or attacked or whatever. Just imagine that feeling. Of every single person around you is living their literal best life. Not some, live, laugh, love crap. Literally happy. And just general. Because they're just saying, you know what? I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna help people. Imagine how crushing that feeling would be. That's cool now. Being trans is cool now. It's okay now. It's cool. Imagine how crushing that feeling would be. Don't wait. If you feel that way, explore it. Because some people will see me, and even around like their kids or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, after seeing their video or seeing this or whatever, seeing them walk around, they changed my child. No, it was just exposure. Here's the thing. Can you name anything? I'm talking to everyone right now. Can you name anything that has a trans person that doesn't have sex in it? Because the only thing that comes to my mind is Sense8 and the L word. If there's something else, well, other than the Danish girl. But that also had high levels of sex. Or porn. That's the exposure. There's not a high exposure rate on us. So when someone sees two girls kissing, holy crap, I had a lesbian awakening, it was amazing, it felt great. Where the fuck's my awakening? Ah! Took me a lot longer. If I seen someone like me when I was fucking 12 or something, maybe something would have clicked a little sooner, which would have been cool. But it didn't. So when we're changing your children, or whatever, no. We're not. Your kid's just realizing something. And look, I hope it's for the real reason and not just for a trend, because one thing I can say, if you follow a trend, you're just gonna lead yourself to bad mental health. And that's not even to do with identification or whatever, just in general. Don't follow trends. I feel like in a few years, people's mental health is gonna be so deteriorated just because of TikTok and shit like that. And short form content. I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling right now, but I just hope Chris finds herself. And I hope Mr. Beast keeps continuing and keeping her by his side. Because I don't think he's someone who would leave his friend just in the dirt. And I hope maybe I've shed some light on someone's like kind of understanding of it. And again, if anyone wants me in a zombie movie, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty charismatic. And honestly, I'm not that bad. I would be able to up some zombies. I really would. This is just a petition right now. This entire video is for Zombies Land. If anyone wants to hire me for a zombie movie, I'm down. Okay? I will get shredded, need be necessary, for that zombie film. I will have abs on my titties if I need to. Okay? I'm serious. You right now, you're not even thinking about it. Just get me in one! Come on! It'd be great. Can you imagine me swinging a bat or something? Oh my god, I could be like, oh. Dreams. But anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say about the whole situation. I hope that the wheel can keep on turning for Mr. Beast and that it just evolves even more. That would be so fucking cool. But we'll see how it goes. But anyway, future person, my advice to you, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So do some bye, baby. I'm gonna see you next time in chat time. With 20/20 hindsight, I want to go through with you.